before we move on to any of this other stuff, I just want to make this quick word about proof. Bless you. Proof is one of the most amazing things in maths. In fact, it's one of the only things that really only exists in maths and nothing else. I want you to consider this word proof, right? What does it mean to prove something? If something has been proven, someone put their hand up and tell me, what's like a phrase or a word you can substitute that would mean the same thing? But no?
Well, like, it means that, like, it's logically, it's been, like, if you know it's right.
Yeah, fantastic. Let me put that in. There's logic, right? And let me say that phrase again in case you didn't catch it. It's how you know something is right. It's absolutely that, or you might say true. Shane, did you want to offer something else? Oh, good. There's logic, there's evidence, right? That's how you prove something, isn't it? Rachel, do you want to add one more thing?
Sources to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sources are where you get the evidence from, right? Now, okay, think about all of the places and times where proof is an idea. When I hear proof and I hear evidence, the first place my mind goes is, like, interestingly enough, the first place my mind goes is a law court. It's like, okay, you know, law and order. It's like, okay, we've seen all the witnesses, we've gathered all the evidence, we used all our logic, and we've proven such and such a person is guilty or innocent or something like that. Okay? You might have also heard this word connected with, like, say, science. It's been scientifically proven that blah, 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 blah. Okay? And here's the interesting thing, right? In a law court and in science, right, proof kind of, it usually means right or true, but kind of, right? Because, for instance, you guys know there are loads and loads of cases of things that are proven in a law court by lawyers and people with lots of money and lots of evidence, but then it's like, oh, sorry guys, it's overruled because it's not true. It's like we've actually found other evidence that conflicts with what we said before. Sorry, we said he was guilty. He's actually innocent, and he gets, you know, exonerated and so on. In the same way, in science, we prove things, but science makes progress, right? Science changes. It's like, you know, you guys have seen this. If I draw this, hopefully you kind of recognize what this is supposed to be, right? Yeah, you think, oh, that's an atom, right? Except science has proven that actually that's nothing like what an atom really looks like. It kind of gets at the basic idea, but we have learned it's something far more profound, right? We sort of alluded to this at the beginning of geometry. So in science, in law, and in most other fields, proof means kind of proven. But in maths, when you prove something, it's really, really true. There's no kind of to proof in maths. It's absolutely true. It's always true. You remember I showed you all those names from the beginning of this topic, right? All these like Euclid and Lobachevsky and Einstein, etc. Once you prove something in maths, it's true forever.
Wasn't it always true?
Well, yes, but we didn't know it. Right? We didn't know that it was true, and now we do. And now, you know, that's why we can study things that were established in 300 BC, and they are timeless and still just as true. So, the things we've been learning, if you remember from last lesson, we looked through these all these different kinds of quadrilaterals and how they evolved, and we learned all these properties that the quadrilaterals have. Okay, now here's what I'd like you to do. First thing underneath this subheading, right? The point of learning all these properties, the point of learning them is not just like so you can say them, so you can recite them, right? So you can say, oh, there are two pairs of adjacent equal sides in a kite. That's not the point at all. The point of learning properties is so you can use them to prove things. That's why I kind of went on about proof, right? We said that, you guys mentioned, logic and evidence are kind of like the pieces that you put into a proof. And properties of shapes are kind of like logic and evidence thrown together, right?